Welcome to the Christian and Daniel Show.
It's about to get real, well, you know the deal. You won't have to guess how either of them feel. Bringing up the things you don't think to know. Never knowing where the conversation will go. Just a little more than anything goes. It's a Christian and Daniel Show.
Hello, everyone. My name is Christian, and I am the Christian part of the Christian and Daniel Show. And this gentleman over here, is...
I'm Daniel, and I guess I'm the Daniel part of the show. I don't know, something like that. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the Christian and Daniel Show. To all our friends watching us on Facebook and LinkedIn. If you're watching, if you don't mind sharing this on your page so that other folks can watch along with you. If you're watching us on YouTube, feel free to scroll down and share the page. I'm stopping because I forgot to do the Instagram video. And but for everybody watching on YouTube, please scroll down, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. It'll let you know every time there's a new show. And we're back. We were off last week, but we're back. How are you doing?
I'm okay. Had a lot of heavy news of late, and work was really rough today. So I'm in my little space. I fortunately Daniel knows I'm an isolator. And I just wanted to isolate, be on my own, and not do the show tonight. And, he intelligently said, we need to do the show. You need to get out of your head and get out of, don't isolate. Because I did enough of that, and we've seen the results of that. So, thankfully, I am here. And, there's, just some really heavy news in the last couple of days. For the last 48 hours have been crazy.
And you do get a little into your head, so it's important. But I'm sure a lot of people out there, whoever's watching, I'm sure question out there for the first question for the day, like when you are stressing, when things are chaotic, what do you do to get out of it? I like to cook. I mean, you know me. I can get in the kitchen and cook something. And I don't know. I'm sure by now you've known after almost 13 years that if I stop at the grocery store, get things to cook, like I'm having a rough day. I need to get in the kitchen, watch some TikToks while I'm cooking, and get it out of my head. So, by the way, for those of you watching out there, I just logged into our Instagram. So welcome to all of our Instagram friends that are watching. By the way, did you know, or did you remember? Because I had to look it up to remember. We didn't have a show last week, but last Tuesday was officially the start of our 5th season.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, 5th season. When did that happen?
2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. We're starting our 5th season. So for all of you watching us out there, for all of the friends that come every time we have a show every week, thank you for supporting us. But this is officially this is episode 134.
Season 5.
Season 5. We've been on the air for 5 years. We're starting our 5th year.
Wow.
Yeah. So
time flies.
Congratulations to us. The little show that started because of a colonoscopy. Hey, Crystal, you're officially the first.
Oh my God, that means we're coming into a time when I have to do another colonoscopy.
Huh?
My colonoscopies are 5 years apart. So that means at the end of sometime this year, I'm going to have to do another colonoscopy.
Yay!
Yeah, yay! I love not eating for a day and a half, which makes me sick, and then drinking goop that makes me unpleasant.
For anybody who's ever had a colonoscopy, you know by now that the worst part is not the colonoscopy. It is the prep for the colonoscopy.
Yeah, you're asleep for the other part.
That is manic. It is horrible.
It is wretched.
Pa!
Hi, Paul. Buenas
Buenas
tardes.
tardes. How are you doing? Good to have you on the show. We are just discussing that this is our 5th season starting. So we want to thank everybody who's joined us.
I apologize, folks. My new job has me up at 5:30 every morning, and by this time of the day, I am done typically. So I apologize. I'm yawning. It's gonna happen more.
Yeah. So hopefully, once you get adjusted through the 5th season, I want to say hello to our friends on Instagram. Pedro, who's watching us on Instagram. Hello, Pedro. Thank you for watching. Unfortunately, your comments on Instagram do not pop up on these screens, but we're watching. Pedro was technically my boss while I was at Johnson & Johnson last week. He was one of the organizers, so I'm supposed to like him, I guess. They pay me to like him, to be friends. Oh, yeah. I thought buena zeta. I was like, buena zeta. Yeah. I was like, buena zeta. I was like, I don't know what that means, but yay. Well, buena zeta I do, but he wrote buena zeta first.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Buenas tardes.
Okay. I get colonoscopies. The goop you drink gets you ungooped. Yes. I call that devil juice. That is, I mean, there are 2 things in this world that I cannot stand to drink. One is the prep that they give you before a colonoscopy, and number 2 is iced coffee.
Yes, they're so equivalent.
They are, for me, they are right up there at the same level of I do not like green eggs and ham. So yes, I'm gonna bring up a picture about what we're talking because I wanted to show this. I was talking about Pedro just jumped on, and I want to show a picture of, for those of you that have been following my journey with my coaching program. I was recently at the Johnson & Johnson headquarters in New Jersey presenting to what's called the Open and Out group, which is the LGBTQIA2S group within Johnson & Johnson. And I was able to present my workshop, the alignment. And here, I didn't prep it, but here's the picture from there. So I was very excited. And Pedro was one of the organizers, coordinators. And thank you so much, Pedro, for your kindness, your generosity, for the laughs, and for having me there and being so supportive of the program. I really appreciate it. So thank you so much. This does not make us friends, but I want to thank you for it. And I just found out I'm going to be in El Paso. I'm going to El Paso for the National Latinx Conference. And this is the May 1st. So I'll be there. I'm not traveling for the next month, but May 1st, I will be in El Paso for National Latinx Conference. So to all my amigos in El Paso, ahí nos vemos. So what is that? The worst thing about colonoscopies is that it's difficult to disinfect the camera part of the tube between scope. I have this vision of that you're done. I had a choice, but no more. Oh, yeah. I have this vision of you waking up from your colonoscopy and they're like, here's some wet naps. Wipe down the camera. Someone else is coming in to using. Thank you. The alignment was amazing, Pedro says. Thank you. No, thank you. I'm happy that you got to be part of it. Well, for everybody who's older than 45, you realize like we have to get it done about every 5 years at the most.
At least.
If not sooner than that.
It depends on your genetics. Like if there's runs in your family, you're going to be doing it every couple of years.
I want to mention some, some Feliz birthdays. We have a Feliz birthday that is very special that happened on Sunday.
Sure.
Was it Sunday?
I don't think so. It was a work day.
No. It was Sunday.
Oh,
St.
Sunday,
Patrick's
Sunday.
Day.
Yeah.
St. Patrick's Day, Sunday. Yeah. Nancy's birthday. My sister Nancy. Her birthday was on Sunday. So I don't know if she's logged in yet or not, but
Nope.
if she sees the video, she'll see this. My sister's birthday was Sunday, and I won't say how old she was, but I'm 53 and she's 9 years older than me. So she's not on yet. That's her fault for not being on yet. But yes, Nancy's birthday was Saturday. Happy birthday, sis. I got the scoop on her birthday. I hope you had a great day. We'll be out there soon enough to celebrate with you. The thing is not to be scared of everything. Oh, yeah, definitely. We're not. I stopped being scared of the colonoscopy. I've said, we're both just, well, even with Tommy, with my ostomy, it's not as hard as it is for folks that have to go to the bathroom constantly, because I just have my bag to worry about. And that's it. Okay, enough talking about colonoscopies. It brings up feelings. I want to share with you guys, was it 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago, on the 5th, the folks from LA TV, which is an online LGBT page, came over to Christian's place. In fact, right there where he's sitting is where they recorded. I was interviewed for a shoot. I just forgot the name of the
Organization.
No, of the Living E Ready is the name of the thing, of the series. Of the series, Living E Ready, Living Y Ready in Espanol is the name of the series, and they're interviewing Latinx folks who are living with HIV, and they're doing a second series. This is the second season of it, and I was fortunate enough to be asked to be part of it. I want to Carl from who interviewed me a couple of years ago, actually 5 years ago, 4 years ago. He interviewed me during Carl Schmidt during the lockdown. I got interviewed a couple of times or was part of a panel for his show and talk about living with HIV, and then during the COVID. Anyway, he referred me. They came over. They recorded there at Christian's house. They recorded in the afternoon. So Christian was arriving from work when they were still doing the interview. And Christian was asked to be part of the video. There's B-roll for everybody, B-roll. And he agreed. And we found out that we were the first couple to be featured in the series. And it's Christian I just showed him the video. I got it this morning. It's up on the website, so it's okay to share it. So I'm going to show you guys the video if you don't mind. Let me cue that up for you guys.
Probably one of the biggest misconceptions behind HIV is that it's such a big, scary virus that's going to ruin your life. It really is not the case anymore.
After I got diagnosed with HIV, I was homeless for a year. And then during that year and a half of being homeless, I became addicted to meth.
Latino, Black, lower income, community, lower education. I checked every box and I hated myself.
I'm 53 years old, which is amazing because at one point I was 29 and diagnosed in the hospital and didn't think I was gonna make it to 30.
I joke with my friends, but the science shows that folks with HIV are actually, in many ways, statistically much healthier than their counterparts.
Be positive, literally, like be happy. You know, we have a beautiful life, you know, and we all have struggles.
I have a stronger personality now. That little shy boy that was growing up and scared to talk is gone. Now people have a hard time shutting.
It's not a death sentence anymore. And it's also not as much a stigma as it used to be before. We're going to be fine. You know, just keep healthy and do you.
I was in there twice.
That was anyway. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That is so cool. We'll share the website. Go to the Kristen and Daniel page, and I'll post the link on Facebook, and I'll share the link to it so you can go watch it. The series is coming out soon, but I don't know which position I'm in. Like, I know there's 4 people in that video, so but I don't know which one I am. So anyway, go watch it, support them. It's a great page. Check out the rest of the information there. But I want to talk to, what was his name? Pedro, who was a photographer. I want to find him. I'm going to see if he can get us like a picture, a still from that shot. That would be amazing. So I think we talked about this. Netflix, Hulu, YouTube. It's on their own webpage. I'll bring down the webpage in a minute, and you guys can check it out. I just turned off the page for some reason. But the thing is, and Christian and I have talked about this, is that neither one of us is very PDA in public, and but there we were.
This is pretty ridiculously PDA. And there's not really 90% of my neighborhood's out walking. And I'm like, oh God.
But there we were out there hugging and kissing.
Yeah, and it had nothing to do with being gay. It had everything to do with hugging and kissing and like just in the middle of nowhere. It just seems, or in the middle of public, it just always feels weird and off to me. Because I feel like when people do that, they're trying to prove, look at us, we're a couple and we're doing great. And it's like, oh.
I know the
rooms are clean, then they're not clean.
The links are this is pretty long, but go to latv.com and you'll find it. Search for this part, Living You Ready, and it should come up. But go check it out. It's on there. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy it. There's a good series there. What else is going on? Here's an interesting one for everybody. Today is Alien Abduction Day.
Dun, dun, dun.
So my question is,
Who's been abducted?
Yes, have you been abducted? But do you? We kind of talked about this. Do you believe in aliens? And do you believe that there's?
Well, I believe that everybody's so creative that they can make up their own minds. And I do. I mean, come on, guys. We're in this huge, big universe, and you're going to tell me this big, huge universe, we're the only living beings or intelligent beings? Please. Intelligence is even a debatable term applied to humanity. So, no, we are not the only ones here. Yes, there are races that are far beyond us in technology, and they've been around a lot longer. And they're just, they watch us like we watch monkeys in a zoo. I want to say before I don't mean that in a negative way. I just mean as a fact. We're a young race. Even societal-wise, we're infants.
I want to say hi to Erin Williams, Erin Willis, who's watching us. Hey, Erin, we have to catch up. She's watching us on Instagram. But yes, I didn't check the validity of this TikTok because everybody, if it's not on TikTok, it ain't real.
It didn't happen.
There was a TikTok of this woman showing this picture of a planet, and it had lights on it, and they were saying that they've discovered electricity on like city lights on another planet.
Oh.
But I didn't check to see if it was real. I watched Dungeon. It's a low bar.
It was with the new James Webb telescope that they found a planet that looks like it has city lights like we have on Earth.
Oh, you heard about it?
Yeah, a long time ago. It's like a month old.
Well, I just saw it the other day.
Well, because it's on TikTok.
Well, see, there's as I Googled, as we're talking, it says, as of February 2023, there is no evidence of life beyond Earth. However, the search for life beyond Earth is still in its early stages. Isn't that interesting, though? Like, because we landed on the moon in what, 1969?
No.
It is 1969 when
That was later or
No,
earlier. No, I'm sorry.
1969. It's 1969. Watch, let me. For anybody out there, do you, before I Google, when did we land on the moon? There we go. Yes. Humans first landed on the moon on July 20th, 1969.
Okay.
So 6 months, 3 months before you were born, 4 months before you were born?
When was it?
July, August, September, October, November. 4 months. Yeah, 4 months before you were born.
I was born.
Before you were born. So it's been 1969. So what's that? 2024 minus 1969. That's 55 years ago. Wow. Well, yeah. Duh, how old we are.
I'm 54 years old.
No one said I was good at math. So in our lifetime, technically we've been on the moon, on Mars.
No.
Well, we haven't, but
We haven't been on Mars, but yeah,
we sent the rover. We sent the rover to Mars, didn't we?
We sent robots to Mars.
Yeah. So technically, I mean, not officially, but technically, we've been on Mars.
Sure.
I mean, technically. So we've only, how far away is Mars?
Long ways away. Like 6 months to 7 month journey if you hit the right window when the Mars is actually its orbit is closest to Earth with current propulsion technology.
Mars is 198.92 million miles away.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I'm just always disappointed how primitive.
Oh, wait a minute. Distance to Earth, 30. No, the current distance. But I guess you're right. Depending on where we are, it varies. But right now we're 198 million miles. So 200 million miles away. What's a million, give or take? And so in 55 years, we've managed to get 200 million miles.
Now,
so you're right.
5 years, we've actually achieved almost nothing.
Yeah. Come on.
Why aren't we doing regular? Moon base should have been set up in the 70s. We should have been already refining fuel on the moon and launching other ships from the moon, so we don't need to waste all this ridiculous fuel, and we would never have had the shuttle incident. Shuttles would still be being used. I mean, there's so much that it is just ridiculous how we've held ourselves back.
But then
we should be ashamed of ourselves. We had all these dreams. We used to, in the 60s, they would brag about how amazing the future is going to be. Wah, wah, wah. You know, we're still driving combustion vehicles, internal combustion engines. Come on.
Well, and that's still, I mean, some would argue that if we've only gotten that far, how long have beings on other planets have traveled? Like how long they've been? I mean,
yes,
is Star Trek too far-fetched? I mean, we're too busy fighting among ourselves. That's for sure.
That's where that question comes in. You know, is Star Trek really that fictional that we are so incapable of agreeing on anything that we will never unify? No, what needs to happen is there needs to be a traumatic event that will cause human beings to say, we have to bind together. We can't act like a fractured little world anymore because we have a unified enemy or a unified beings or something that we feel threatened by. So we all need to come together and get rid of our silly, petty differences.
So
but you know, if you look at Star Trek, that's what they say happened. You know, World War III, man finally said, okay, we almost destroyed our planet and exterminated ourselves. So let's try something different.
And you know, the thing is, I was watching again TED Talk, and there was an old recording of oh shit, I just forgot his name. Harvey.
Milk?
He used to do the, and that's the rest of the story. Um, and that's the rest of Paul Harvey. Paul Harvey. He used to have. Do you remember? You know him, right?
I know who he is.
Yeah, Paul Harvey used to have those recordings, and it's like, this is a story of whatever, and that's the rest of the story. And they found an old recording of his where everything that he said in this particular recording is things that are happening right now in 2024. And so who's to say that like Nostradamus predicted some stuff? Who's to say that people that wrote things in the 40s, 50s, 60s were not predicting? I mean, if we're intuitive now, who they were intuitives then? Who says that they weren't predicting things in the future? Who says that? I mean, I'm not a Star Trek watcher, you are, but who's to say that the original Star Trek was not somebody's intuition story that is predicting a World War III and some selective few get to go into space and travel? Who knows? Which brings us to another international today. Today is International Day of Happiness. So while you're being abducted by aliens, make sure that you stay happy.
Yes, that is the theme.
If they're gonna take you, make sure if they're gonna eat you, make sure they eat a happy meal.
As they issue the anal probe, think about a conversation about colonoscopy.
What brings you happiness, Christian?
Oh, that is a tough question for me today.
For everybody out there too, what is one thing when you're feeling blue? What is one thing that brings you happiness?
Just one, being at home with, and I have a comment to make after this, but just being at home on my own, relaxing, breathing, doing whatever it is I need to do. I'm just grateful to have a space to do it in that's safe, secure, and has my energy, and it's cleansed regularly and it's protected. I need that. That's that home base, that touchstone. That's what brings me joy is, not solitude, but knowing I can be alone and it's okay and I enjoy it. Isolation's taking it a little far, but just knowing that. I've been folks, I'm not kidding, and I'm not going to share about it, but I have dealt with a lot this week so far, and it's only Wednesday. And even today was a really incredibly unpleasant, challenging day and for me. And I apologize. I'm not my usual jovial self. My energy levels are low. I'm not a morning person, so 5:30 a.m. wake up times every week is not my favorite space to be in. But I apologize that I'm not my usual jovial self. And hopefully that will change in the upcoming weeks as I get more and more used to it. Because I've only been on this job for 3 weeks. I keep acting like I've been there for months or years even, it feels like, but I haven't. And I love what I'm doing. But yes, it can be challenging and it drags me down a bit because it took a lot of energy today with what I dealt with. So I just had to put that out there because I know I'm not acting like the Christian everyone sees on the show typically. But I'm human and we all have our moments. We all have our days. And Daniel understands that too. Daniel's an amazing support for all that. I'll put that out there too. I love that he understands me. I love the man, but I also appreciate that there is someone out there who truly gets how my crazy works and where my crazy head goes and understands it. Maybe that's what brings me. Maybe that's what I should have said. Being got, like having someone who gets you in and out, like no judgment, no changes, no pre-qualifiers, just someone who truly gets me. And I know that if I go to him and say whatever is going on, he'll have the appropriate response, and he'll also know how I'm responding to it without me having to explain it. That probably is what makes me feel good and brings me joy and happiness, and to feel loved. You have to, love is essential. I wouldn't even be here if it weren't for love.
Oh, very well said. Thank you, babe. Thank you for sharing that. For those of you out there, when you're feeling blah, what brings you happiness? And I'm not gonna lie, you people think I'm joking when I say this, but it's very true. And other than sitting down and like Christian and I have, we're coming on 13 years, and oh, hi there, good to see you. We already said Feliz birthday to you earlier, but we're gonna say it again in a minute.
And Daniel already talked about you already.
We already talked about you very harshly. But yeah, Christian and I, our relationship has lasted because we understood each other from the very beginning. And sitting on my couch with my laptop and a reality show on
I love it.
is pure bliss for me. That is like, if I'm feeling blue and I can work for a little bit, I am like I'm channeling my energy. Second would be on Christian's couch, both of us watching some reality show that we can make fun of people, preferably a bachelor or bachelorette, or something stupid like that. It's prime. And then if you include tacos in any of that, if you ever know me to be sad, but you offer me tacos, I would surely be a happy person. And
If you have prison, stop calling me Shirley.
and primarily, if you give me a bean and salsa taco on a crispy corn tortilla. Although I am going to say that lately those guys on La Tijera in LA, for those of you in the LA area, off the 405 and La Tijera, in front of the 99 cents only store, after 4 o'clock, there is a taco stand from 4 to midnight that make the tortillas with the machine, but they're fresh tortillas.
Well, they make them by hand and they just flatten them in a mechanical device. It's not a machine.
Yeah. And their flour tortillas for the burritos are like huge.
Yeah, they're like 13, 14 inches. They're huge.
But what makes it the most
so good.
delicious is the salsa. They have this red salsa that, if you know me, you know that the spicier the salsa, the more. So yes, so that is bringing me happiness right now. I'm not having tacos tonight. I'm making my own version of what is it?
Hamburgueta?
No, shoot, Nancy's here. Nancy, ¿cuáles son las tostadas que me gustan? Chicken avocado, no crema.
Oh, like the ones we get when we go visit her.
Yeah, the ones we get in McAllen.
Oh my God.
Shoot, Nancy, you're here. What's the name of the Siberia? Thank you.
Siberia. I'm all Siberia.
Taco Siberia, yeah. So I have the breast of chicken that I brought back with me. I bought some avocados. I have some tomatoes and onions and jalapenos. I'm gonna make like a guacamole, and I'm gonna throw it on a tostada. I'm making my own version of tostada Siberia tonight. Yum! But earlier, Nancy, you weren't here, but we said Feliz birthday for you because we love you, and
absolutely.
We hope you had a great birthday. Before we go into the last one, today is also carne asada cooked by charcoal. Charcoal.
Charcoal. It is charcoal, huh? Yeah.
Charcoal. Yeah. You're welcome. We're welcome. We love you. We were gonna have her here we're supposed to have her here for June for Pride, but other things happened and we went. So we'll have to come down and celebrate with you soon. What else today? Today is also astrology day. That's done. Do you believe in the personality traits that are defined by your horoscope?
That's a good question. I do, because mine are pretty dead on.
Let me for those of you that follow my horoscopes on Monday, if you don't, you should. I'm going to read to you some horoscopes, some traits, and you tell me if this is correct or not. And I'm going to start with Pisces, because that's Nancy's birthday. So Pisces, you are free-natured, sensual, and sensitive. Aries, you're brave, independent, and impulsive. Taurus, you have good taste. You're sensual, down-to-earth, and stubborn. Geminis, you're dynamic. You have many talents, and you like games. Cancer, you're sensitive, friend-oriented, and practical. Leo, you're creative, popular, and faithful. Virgo, you're successful, creative, and clever. Libra, you're irresistible, adventurous, and indecisive. Scorpio, you're self-reliant, powerful, and dominant. Sagittarius, you're open-minded, loving, and insensitive. And Capricorn, you're hardworking, straightforward, and stubborn. And Aquarius, you're innovative, admired, and
There
eccentric.
be another addition to Capricorn, like something more negative, because mine sure had a nice negative one.
Well, mine says I'm stubborn.
Oh, that's so horrible.
I took it into consideration, but I don't really fully rely on it. Yes. Nancy says yes. Okay, yeah. Because I get a lot of comments from people when I do the horoscopes on Monday. I get a lot of horoscopes like, yes, you're on point. So I don't take what I just read like into consideration, because I do it from my cards. But from the list that you listened, so you don't. Where is it? Is it Virgo one more time? Virgo says successful, creative, and clever. I would say you're very clever, Michael. I would say. But it says open-minded, loving, and insensitive for your Christian. Hardworking, straightforward, and stubborn. Yeah, I can be that. I can be stubborn.
I could totally be insensitive. I'm good at it. Hello,
Hey, compadre. ¿Cómo estás, compadre? How are you?
feeling better. I heard you all were sick.
Yes, I heard y'all were a little
Sorry,
under the water.
Like the nightmare.
I hope you're feeling. Speaking of, we haven't taken a picture because we haven't delivered his birthday present, but we will soon. But today I took my friend Lee to the doctor's office, which is down the street from Target. So I went and walked around Target while I waited for him, and I found the stuff for his basket. So I found the stuff for Junior's basket. So we need to put it together.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
You were sick. Are you feeling better? I hope you're feeling well, because you're working now, and I didn't think we're gonna have time this weekend to go. I was like, let me go do it now, and I'll show it to you later offline. I'll show you everything I got him.
Okay.
But we just need to put it together and deliver it
Later.
Huh?
Yeah.
I said offline. But yeah, Easter's coming, so. But yes, let me know if the astrology signs match your personalities. And if you're not watching my horoscopes on Mondays, and they're up all day, all week, go check them out. They're on, they're everywhere. They're on TikTok, X, Thread, Instagram, but LinkedIn, Nextdoor, so you can catch them everywhere. YouTube, so go watch that. Anyway, do you want to do you want to do a TikTok?
Sure. Sounds good.
Let me show you TikTok Christian's pick for TikTok this week. Oops. What's going on?
Me looking at myself in the little Zoom box.
Wait, yeah, we need to start. You need to go back.
We're
You
sorry.
restart it.
Add to cart.
Yeah, hold on. Let me.
Oh, relatable.
I can't understand them.
According to statistics, only 2 out of 5. Oh. Me reading 300 comments
The memes.
of an argument on Facebook. That's nothing to do with the cashier. The self checkout is available. Me. I don't know what's worse, the straw placement or the eye contact you have to make while using it. I don't know how to say this. Just say it. Worcestershire. When your wife says you never do anything to help around the house, but you pee on the shit stains of the toilet bowl every time. It ain't much, but it's honest. When you're in the elevator and you press the button while there's people approach.
Okay.
Me looking at myself in the little Zoom box while someone else is talking.
Okay, that repeat it right. That was the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Oh, comadre.
Hi, Laura. Congratulations, and I hope you're feeling okay.
Yes. Can we say out loud? I don't want to say out loud without permission, but
Yep. Should stay quiet till we hear.
yes. Tell us if we can say why congratulations or not. So, but congratulations. We're excited. We're excited. Okay, congratulations. Laura had baby girl, healthy.
Mm-hmm. Full head of hair, apparently, too.
This was Saturday? No, it was last week, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
What's the birthday, comadre? I forgot the birthday. Let us know what the birthday is. Because this is we Pisces too, right? She's Pisces.
Tuesday, March 12th.
Tuesday's March 12th. So March is 3, and 12 is 6, and 8 is 16, right?
Mhm.
No. 3 and 3 is 6, and 8 is 14.
Mm-hmm.
14 is a 5. So a 5 energy is going to be someone who is always on the fence about things, always like indecisive. The negative side is it's always indecisive, but the positive of the energy is that they like to get things done. They like to get, like, they have the potential, like they're very strong when it comes to getting through like the hard part of things. So resilient, resourceful, kind of like my energy, kind of like what did Michael say? Successful feels like a prospective trait on paper. I sound successful, but I'm not where I want to be. My creativity and clever traits is being ignored and not accepted at my place of employment. Michael, we need to work on that energy and shift it somehow. All natural. Say what?
I said, God bless her. All natural, no epidural. Are you out of your? Yes.
Wow.
Because
I
they
guess
face it 5 times.
for all the mothers out there, you would understand the no epidural thing.
Well, not all the mothers out there, all the non. And well, there's a lot of people who wouldn't understand what that means, but I think a lot of people do just because it's in TV shows now.
Yeah, but I mean, moms who have had babies would understand what it means. Not what the word means, what it means to not have it.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll never know what an epidural feels like unless you've given birth and I don't hear about it. I thought she was gonna die when the way she was screaming, "Oh my God!"
Like I said, I've always said this. God bless women, because let me tell you, if men were the ones having the babies, this would be a very sparsely populated world.
Yeah, there would be a lot more equal pay.
Gonna be a lot less babies in this world. A lot less.
Anyway, you ready?
Sure. Loudermilk is my pick of the week. It is about, basically it's about recovery. And I think that's something Livingston is the star in it. He leads a little recovery group, Alcoholics Anonymous group, and they just have all these adventures and craziness that goes on that I think could happen in any AA group or any type of recovery group. So very funny show, worth watching, 3 seasons on Netflix.
Sweet. That was short and to the point. My pick of the week is a revival. It is CSI. For those of you that were fans of the series, and CSI Vegas is back, and they're on their 3rd season. It's a new team, but they are bringing back some familiar faces. So if you were a fan of the original, some of those faces come back on same characters, just on lesser responsibilities or parts. But I always loved it because they had some cool storylines, very similar to what's going on in the news lately. So you'll see a lot of stories that are in the headlines. But again, if you're a fan of the NCISs and the CAIs and all those kind of series, this is all along that line. Pardon me, I like to play it and watch it here in the background while I'm working. But that's my pick of the way, and this one's on Paramount, so go check it out. And what are you watching lately that we can watch? Any recommendations, please put them on the comments so we can check them out and come back and talk about them. But what is your pick of the week? Christian stepped away for a minute, so while he comes back, I'm going to go and do the announcements. Remember, we still have our Grumpy Bunny books, $25 signed and delivered. If you're in the Culver City or Southern California area, these are the stores where you can find them. They are $25 signed and delivered. That covers your postage. They're in English and Spanish. Remember, International Children's Day is April 31st. So get your books now so they can be there on time. Also, if you are, this is the program that I went to present at the Johnson & Johnson headquarters this last week. This is our transpersonal coaching. You identify knowledge and remove barriers. I do one-on-ones, groups, team building workshops, and in person or virtual. It's the alignment. Email me at danielggarza@littlemexicanproductions.com if you're looking for a transpersonal coach. Transpersonal coach is the combination of life and spiritual coaching. Also, if you're looking for some spiritual coaching and mediumship consulting, Christian has his own practice, one-on-one, groups, in person, virtual. And so email him at cpramir@attnt.net for more information and pricing. And we like to show off our friends. You can contact Richard Wayne Kilgo II. He does readings at Awakenings in Laguna Hills, or you can reach him at rwk2.com. He's also got some sound bath sessions and a new modality that he's training folks for. So I'm going to be at that modality on Saturday. I'm getting trained by him on Saturday, and I'll come back with you guys with some more information on that. And we might do a special for those of you who were fans of Zodiacs. We hadn't had it for a while, but we're planning on bringing it back. So at some point, just on a different date, but we'll be back with more of that. But I'll have Wayne on with me back for some shows. I missed one. Here we go. I thought she was going to die the way she was screaming. I could hear her all the way outside.
I'm sure the other moms.
She scared the other moms. They were like, no quiero este niño.
No babies. We're not having any more babies today. Tracker is fantastic. And Fire Country is has been one of my favorite shows for all 3 seasons.
I kind of lost Fire Country. I kind of lost interest like halfway season 1. It just seems like it was the same thing over and over again. Like fire. Ooh, I'm going back to jail. Ooh, no, like we're fighting. No, we love him. He's our son. I feel like it was the same thing over and over, but I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to finish the season and see what it's like. I've been watching old ER episodes. ER, wow, that's going back a little bit. But I watch. I go between the original Will and Grace, Designing Women, and Golden Girls. I'm watching all three series from the beginning, and it's funny to see what jokes still work and what jokes are very dated that you're like, you could not write that today and get away with it. Are you sick? You see him up today? Oh yeah. Do you want to answer that or?
I have had a 1-2 punch of highly emotional, stressful stuff in the last 48 hours. I am dealing with a third punch in the gut, but it's not a negative punch in the gut. It's just it's a result of the other two. And today, my work was very stressful and very hard, and I'm really drained. I'm drained on every level. So what you're seeing is this is what Christian looks like when he is almost at zero in the tank. So I appreciate you guys. And I know you guys love me enough to know that, and I really appreciate that. But no, I'm not sick. I got beat up I've been beat up so far this week, pretty hard.
Okay, Michael kind of agrees with me, but they're sending you lots of love. So.
Thank you.
Yes, Michael. I think that's what it is. It was so predictable that I was like, particularly like when was it the barn or whatever that burned down? I was like, even before it was happening, I'm like, that's about to burn down. Like, it's about to burn it down. Whatever.
Thank you. We certainly are. That I have no doubt of. Thank you. I love you guys.
Yes, I kind of asked him to do the show even when he was feeling bad, so that he wouldn't sit there and ponder on feeling bad.
The honesty part of that is I didn't want to do the show today, so because I know I would be like this. So,
but because I'm not there to kick his ass, it was like too mainstream and relying upon us. Yeah. I see everybody's sending you their love now.
Yeah, thank you all. Yeah, but another thing I appreciate is that Daniel's not here to kick my ass, because that would not. Unfortunately, that's not what I'm seeking. That wouldn't help me right now.
I'm not very compassionate. That's what we're trying to say. So I confess. People know I'm not the most compassionate person. I will coach you. I will push you. I will buy you food, but I am not the most compassionate person to be like, oh,
it's so sad going through so much, and you had such a rough day.
I mean, I'm not. I don't want them to think that I'm like heartless bitch, because okay, I'm a bitch, but
you're not. You're a bitch.
I am a bitch. I'm not gonna.
So am I. So I'm not pretending like I'm above that. I'm a hypocrite.
Let's deal these cards the way they. Let's just deal it. But when I see Christian really I will go cuddle and lay with him or toy with him for a little bit. But
or maybe one of my many times I ask him to rub my back, he'll actually rub my back.
Yes, and when I feel like there is no way saving myself from this one, so I might as well just keep digging the hole.
Yes, he is.
I've never thought about it that way. Pero yes, I am. But I wasn't raised that way. I wasn't like uber pampered when I wasn't feeling well. Like I was like, go to school. Mexican parents, yeah. My sister's here to like. I hope she backs me up. I was not super pampered when I was a kid.
I wouldn't count on that.
So, my parents weren't like mean, but it took a lot. You have to be sick.
And when it comes to your sisters, I think both of them perceive you very differently than you perceive yourself. Because I think they think you kind of had it a lot easier than they did. Yep. There you go.
I can't. Oh yeah, I'm not. But No, my family could. Wait a minute. Hold on, people. I've got 5 minutes for a rebuttal. My family can say that if I know you're not feeling well, and you can attest to this, when I know that you're having a hard day, and I'm like, hey, here's DoorDash, or people that I know, like, hey, you're not feeling well. I send them. I'll mail them, a little stone or a little angel. A lot of people have a little angel. I don't know why I'm asking for your support. I know yes, thing. Like, I don't know. Como dicen, a buen árbol te rimas. So yeah, like anytime they're like,
Daniel.
Huh?
Daniel's love language is different than mine, and he shows it by sending me a little bit of treat on DoorDash so I can order something rather than having to cook, and it's great. Like Daniel does that. He expresses love. Don't get me wrong. Don't get him wrong, but he doesn't express it necessarily in a way that most people would be like, oh, look at him rubbing his back and rubbing his feet and making googly sounds and, oh, you're going to be okay. That is not Daniel.
No.
Daniel is not the one who caretakes you in that particular way.
I know, but I will, and yeah, I'm not big on saying the words, but I will. If I love you, I love you. You know that.
Oh yeah.
You
know.
Yeah. I will do whatever I can to make sure that you feel.
Let's put it this way: our godson is 1 or 2. Sorry, 2. And he knows he's loved by Daniel. Well, he's loved by both of us, of course, but he runs to Daniel first. He'll run to Daniel, and he knows where the love is there.
But yeah, but he's equal. I'm going to give him credit. Junior is equal. He will go to you.
Oh, I know that. I'm just
like
he
at 2 years old, and kids are so awesome. At 2 years old, he understands how to approach each one of us.
Yeah.
And it's very different.
Like he approaches me right away. He'll come running up to me. And I love that. But Daniel, he will not run up to. Like,
not right away.
Even if you try to push him to do it, he won't do it. Like he likes to give Daniel his space and time. And then he knows the right moment to walk up to Daniel and be like, hi.
Like, I feel like he can already tell
He's
that
a genius.
I will spoil him, but sternly.
Yeah, it's like he knows. I always say he knows who the man, and he knows who the more feminine touch person is.
Because what is that thing that you do with him? He
literally creates a stick right now. He's like, I'll be like, no, and he'll do it. Then he'll act like he doesn't want it. No, and then he's like, no, but don't do it here. Don't do it right.
And I'm not that playful. I'm not that playful, but I will I will show you I love you.
Yeah.
And when the moment comes, I will be stern, but yeah, I'm not.
I always say I really do. That's the one part of our relationship where I say I'm definitely the softie. And people know Daniel's more of the cold prickly. Not in a negative way, but he is more prickly than me.
I'm more of a cactus.
Yeah. And I'm the warm fuzzy. I like to nom, 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 nom. I'm eating you. You're so sweet. Nom, 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 nom. I even do that with my hairstylist kid he loves that nom, nom, nom too.
So there you go, folks. That's how
he likes that. So we just express love differently. And that is totally normal, actually. And that's how the world turns. And Daniel is an amazingly loving and deeply caring person. You just got to know what it looks like. That's why I love the whole love language thing. Because knowing someone's love language helps you so much, because then you don't expect them to do what you would do. Like there was a while when I was expecting Daniel to do what I do. And so I'd always be disappointed when I would get sick and he wouldn't take care of me the way I took care of him, the way I would take care of him. But we speak different languages when it comes to that. So it shows differently. And now, ever since I kind of learned about love languages and read up on it, and then realized he and I have very different love languages, it's helped me. It's helped so much clarity with our relationship, because then the expectations go away, because you go, that's unrealistic. He can't do that.
Yeah.
Because it's not in his nature. It's not his language. And then I also learned I don't need to say I love you all the time to him, because it doesn't mean as much to him. Me loving him means a lot, but just me saying it so much, he doesn't need to hear it that much.
If
He's more of,
Christian,
show me you love me. Don't tell me you love me.
if Christian brings me coffee to bed,
That's
no
it.
words are needed.
You know,
That's it.
putting oil in his car, checking all his fluids.
That's it. I feel it. I'm good.
Yeah, Daniel's like, I know you love me because you're doing that.
That's all I need to know.
I like that I feel so butch doing it.
Yeah, like I leave. I have
I
clothes
have
here and
grease under my nails.
I have clothes here and clothes there, and Christian washes my clothes there, knowing that there's clean underwear and clean socks in my drawer when I need them at his place. That's all I need. That's all I need to know.
Yeah.
I know we're over time, but I was butthurt the other day because I was getting ready to come back, and I was going to a meeting or something, and I was like, "Will you make me coffee before I go?" And I got out of the shower and I'm ready to go, and there's no coffee made. And I was like, "What the hell's going on here? Like, are you cheating on me? Like, are we breaking up? Are we done?" It was like those videos that you see on TikTok. Christian told me we broke up today, and he'd be on the background saying, "I didn't say we were going to break up." I'm like, "Well, you didn't make me coffee."
I know. That does not mean we're breaking up.
Obviously, we're breaking up because you didn't make me coffee. So why even say it? Just tell me.
Funny TikToks.
Just tell me. So anyway, folks, that's we've gone over the time, but thank you so much for joining us. All our friends on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube, thank you for watching. Everybody on YouTube, please scroll down, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. If you're watching us on Instagram, remember we're here every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 Eastern. Make sure you check us out. Follow us on the Christian and Daniel page on Facebook for more information. If you want to rewatch that video we showed at the beginning, either go back and watch this video or go over to the Christian and Daniel page on Facebook. And it's on Instagram too. I'm going to repost it on Instagram so you guys can show it. For now, we want to thank you for watching us. And I won't be traveling through until April. So we'll see you next week, hopefully. Thank you so much. Love you.
Love you, Mama.
And congratulations again, compadre, for the new baby. We can't wait to go meet her. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.